You're welcome.
My cup of tea. Thanks, darling.
And it looks like we are live. So
Woo!
woohoo! So how did that song go? You know the words.
I am not singing on live TV.
Oh well, I will. I'll remind you of that one day.
I can put it on so we can all listen.
Well, it probably won't. No, it'll cut us off. It doesn't like you playing. You'll be.
Oh, of course, yes.
Copyright nonsense.
Oh my goodness! Happy Thursday, everybody! It's the lovely Janette from Angelic Mystic Realm and the beautiful Kay Hamilton from
Activate Your Courage. Welcome to our show tonight, Raw and Real. So Janette and I were having a chat the other day, and I said, "Yeah, we're raw and we're real." So we decided that we would call tonight's show Raw and Real. So we're the double R. The double R show. Who's interested in getting raw and real and joining us tonight? So we are more than happy to have you on board with us because we want you leaving at the end of this hour. Actually, even before you leave at the end of the hour, we want you to be ignited. We want you to be in connection with the angels. We want you to get some great message. We want you to feel uplifted. And I want you to learn a little bit about some essential oils and get to know Janette and I. And then we want to encourage you to come and follow us because we get together in other places as well. Now, I've put my link up there, and I'm going to have to organise, Janette, over my school holiday so we can get you a link tree as well.
My room's always so dark.
Oh, that's okay. You're the balance.
Well, I decided, as usual, to pull some cards for us all, and I actually pulled 3 because there's so much going on. We all know there's so much going on in the world right now, and I really want to instill some hope and some peace and some
truth,
kindness and truth. Yeah,
and
raw and real. So, first and foremost, okay. We are all being watched over. I've said this so many times on my page. Every single thing that's happening in our world right now is actually meant to be happening. Oh, and can everyone hear me okay? Because I broke my microphone, so it's blue tacked. Yeah? So everything in our world, as crazy as that sounds, guys, it's meant to be happening because we are in the Great Awakening. And what does that mean? That means that everybody's waking up to the tyranny. We're waking up to the bullies of the world. And we've had enough of going out and slaving our guts out for organisations and getting a minimal wage and being treated like shit. Let's call it for what it is.
Yes.
And so even though some horrific things are happening, and we know they are, you can't hide that, but you're not being told the truth. So just have an awareness of that. But this is all about us waking up. It's about us going back to our roots, going back to looking after each other, loving each other, being kind, being considerate, being thoughtful, because that's gone today. I don't know about you, Kay, but I worked in the nursing field, and you know, like when they changed our beautiful profession into a business, we started getting treated like shit by everybody. That included some of our patients, and that was unheard of because people really respected nurses and teachers. Do you agree, disagree? How do you find it, Kay?
I am a teacher, and I find I just have to be very careful here. I feel very restricted in the teaching profession, and that's one of the reasons why I am diversifying. Well, one of the many reasons. But I think for those of us who are feeling compounded, constricted in whatever field we're in, I think it's time for us to step out with our courage, bring your angels along, get some good advice and good juju, and find the tribe that you connect with. And I think it's really time for us to align with that. It's really time for us to feel empowered and get creative and see what we can do. I think many of us have to pivot because we're not satisfied in the area we're in. And I think, is there anyone here tonight? Tell us in the comments, do you feel that you're not so, so excited about what's going on? And, I'm seeing a lot of people who are really nervous, a lot of people who don't want to be coerced in directions that they don't want to be. There's so many threats that are being given to us at the moment. And really, it's time to get raw and get real. And the rawness is, to me, it's like peeling the layers of the onions off, the layer of the outer cores of us, and coming back into our heart and get our head, our heart, and our solar plexus, all our chakras in alignment, so that we start working with what we're really here to do on this planet. And that's the exciting part. And that's why you
Yes.
and I have connected, Janet. And thanks, Darlene. Darlene, I don't think can you see the comments?
I can. I love Darlene, and I was laughing before while you were talking because
Yeah.
Darlene put "Hello, mischief makers," and I can just, because I've actually worked with Darlene, like we actually are friends. We know each other, and
Yes.
it's so funny because when I read that, I pictured her saying that to me, and it's just, she's such a beautiful person, our Darlene. Oh my gosh, could tell
Yeah.
you so much about how amazing she is, but I just thought I'd finish off with the card. So we are being watched over. We are okay, but this is about learning to stand up for our truth. That's what all this is about. It's standing up for our truth. It doesn't matter what that truth is. Get rid of the division. We've talked about this before. Does it really matter at the end of the day? Since when do we start asking people about their medical conditions, about their, like as I've said before, when I was growing up, and Kay would have been the same, parents never discussed anything medical. They never talked about politics. You never knew, because back then, back in my day, which is a couple of years ago now, it only used to pretty well be Liberal and Labor. So you didn't say if you voted for Liberal or Labor, because nobody needed to know that. Everyone just got on. And we need to just stop. We need to stop. And the media is feeding that, putting things in the paper. Oh, this shop won't let you in if you have or you haven't. And people are buying into it. And I'm like, if people would stop and think, because if you think about nurses, teachers, police officers, army, I'm just throwing that out there, guys, because they're the people that, the careers that I've done, not the army, but I was married to a soldier. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, you anti this, or well, let me just correct, just to get you thinking. Anyone who knows those professions knows that you have to have every single jab. You've got to have it for reasons to work with the public. But all of a sudden, the public's turning on people that have done that their whole lives. So just stop and think. This isn't about talking about stuff. I'm just telling you what's coming in, because it's time for forgiveness. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't mean forgiving other people. It means forgiving ourselves for not knowing. It means forgiving ourselves for being led down the path. It means forgiving ourselves so that we can move forward fearlessly, so that we can go back to loving thy neighbour and bartering and sharing things and cooking for other people. And, if you knit a jumper, knit one for your neighbour's kid type thing, because we've lost that art. And just to give you guys a heads up, I called on my guardians, which I always do, and I was directed to this card. So just so you know, I know a lot of people are living in fear right now and thinking, well, all this, it's not, we're not winning. We are. Nothing will come of this. This is all meant to be happening to wake people up, to make them think about, do I really want this career that treats me like shit? Do I want to, or do I want to go and finally make candles and sell candles and feel happy in myself for a change? So it is about that. Hey, Kay, and your oils are very, very good at that. They're good at helping you awaken and feel at peace and get rid of tension and anxiety. Would you agree, Kay?
Absolutely. I say to people, I run on oils. I mean, yes, I work with the angels and the masters and all of that kind of thing, but I want to bring things into the physical. And I think the way we're heading is that we need to be able to, look after ourselves. So what I like to do is promote my wellness and to stay alive, to stay vibrant, and using these beautiful oils helps me. And I love using Young Living because they're organic, they're sustainable. And I know that when you've got a really good quality oil, 100% pure oil, they support the natural functions of your body. So for me, that means expanding my aura, my energy field, drinking healthy drinks that comes from our beautiful company, and and it's not just putting oils on, it's also what's a what's the way forward, and the way, what can we do? It's learning. I'm always educating myself on my body and how it works. You can uh, I've just got to be so careful how I say things, so you make sure you're looking after yourself and you don't need to access other services. That's generally
Yeah, look, and
the right.
you know what? You don't have to watch, like that's what I mean. We've got so afraid to speak. We're
Yes.
raw and real.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is doctors don't know everything. I can
Yeah.
say that. I've worked
Yeah.
in the industry for over 20 years.
Yeah.
They don't know everything.
Yeah.
Teachers don't know everything.
Yeah.
Army
Yes.
personnel don't know anything. Police officers don't know everything. The
Yeah.
fact of the matter is you have to go within. Listen to your body. Is your body so unwell it needs extra support from your oils and from your healthy eating and from, well, then of course you would not fall down and break your leg and not call an ambulance because an oil can fix that. I think we've all got so afraid to speak out in case somebody gets offended. Well, get offended, because the fact of the matter is you've got your place for general medicine and you've got your place for alternative therapies. Even though they're not alternative, they were here well before the general medicine came in. But my point being is balance it. Like I know people that certainly utilize the medical field once they've exhausted what they can in their life, and then think, okay, I've tried this, this, and this, that's not working for me. Now I need to go and get some help. Other people, that's their first port of call.
Yes.
There's no judgment. It's knowing yourself. It's trusting yourself. And I love that, like Kay's teaching me a lot. Absolutely. And I'm a nurse. But Kay's teaching me a lot as well. And we're all here to teach each other. And I just think that this is the incredible part of being alive today. And I did see a funny comment. Well, it's not funny, but it is.
Tucking an
But again,
earthquake.
we're real and raw. It was about something about, and throw in an earthquake too, with everything that's going on. And you know what, guys? You can just think, well, Australia, we don't often, but, Australia does have earthquakes, very rare, but we do. But the bottom line is, even Mother Earth, even Mother Nature's sick of our shit. And she's like, okay, I've got to shake things up here a bit, So we have to go within. And that's what Kay and I do this for, so that we can encourage you to start looking at you, looking at yourself. What works for you? Are there alternatives? Are you tired of, living the life you're living? Well, if you are, redirect your life. And that's why at the moment, Kay, you're joining me. I'm doing the Total Reset Challenge. That has been so successful. The last 4 I've done, people have actually become different people at the end of the 6 weeks. It's amazing. And I teach people to go back to their roots and find who they are, because we've all forgotten that. We have forgotten. If I asked all of you, who are you? You would be able to tell me, oh, well, I'm a teacher, or I'm a salesperson, or I'm this, or I'm a nana, or I'm a mother. But that's not what I asked you. I didn't ask, what do you do? I said, who are you? And most of us can't answer that. So that's what we like to do. We like to come on here, have some fun, because when you're in fun zone, you start to learn yourself better. Would you agree?
Absolutely, because it all comes from the state of joy. So if what you're doing isn't joyful, well, what can you do to bring the joy in? So that's really what we're all about.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's bring in some high vibe energy in a moment. You go, Kay.
All right, so Tracy's asked what oil is best for an energy boost. Well, I'd be looking at peppermint because peppermint's the wake you up oil. It helps you to expand your lungs. It helps to get things going. We also have an
I thought
oil.
you was going to say expand your hips then. I was going to say no, not for me.
Oh, I love it. Love that. Bring in the joy. Absolutely, Heidi. When I'm teaching, I know joy is the best state for people to learn, because if we're dragging the chain, and it's like anything in life, if we feel like we're doing if we're doing things that don't make our heart sing, well, you can choose to pivot. This is my new word, pivot. So choose a new direction, turn things around, but also it can come from within your mindset. So you really do need to bring in the joy, find what makes your heart sing, and let's hope we can give you some hope, and not just hope, but some clarity,
Yeah,
and and we want to ignite you tonight to make a change. We don't want you just to spend an hour with us and say, "What's my card? What's my card? What's my card?" That's fine if you want to ask, but please listen. Listen to our answers and take some action. And that's what I'm all about. So I've got a page opened. I use this beautiful book called Freedom to Be You, which is all about what we're talking about. And this one is Transform Patterns of Not Good Enough. This is my friend Mharee Brooke, who has created this Freedom to Be program. I am enough. I exist. Therefore, I am. So I think it is very important that in each and every one of us to know we are enough, but we need to know how to get the sparkles going on that, or switch that button on, so that feeling from within is going to help carry you through. And it
yep,
doesn't mean that I'm better than you or you're better than me. It is really all about us aligning with our true soul.
yep, absolutely. I just
Mm.
saw a comment, PJ Harrison. Get off the dairy, eggs, and meat, Janette, for more joy. I don't eat dairy, eggs, or meat, and I have plenty of joy, just so you know. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why that comment's there.
And I
Um,
would say I have dairy, eggs, and meat, and I have plenty of joy.
well,
So
I don't have. I don't have those because my body's going through menopause at the moment, so everything's triggering it. So I've cut everything out
mhm.
to find what's triggering. So I don't have any of those, and there's nothing wrong with any of those.
No,
Um,
there's an example of that's what you do, that's what I do, or this
yeah,
is where you're at
yeah,
now, where I'm at
yeah,
now. I
yeah.
didn't eat a lot of
And
meat
what
years ago, and I didn't have any energy, had no energy. I'd lost my energy. Mm.
And look, something I've found in all my years of nursing is every single person's different. What works for one, like the keto diet works for some people, other people, it makes them very, very, very unwell. Some people like raw food diet. Other people have come in with having to have surgery because it's done things to their internals.
Yeah.
Some people love like real carnivores, and other people like to be vegans. So it comes back to what you, and I guess that's kind of, and please PJ, we're not having a go. I
No,
liked your comment, that's why, sorry. Just so you know, we're not having a go. I liked your comment because a lot of people will say things like that. Well, you need to do this or you need to do that, and I just wanted to bring it to everyone. What works for you may not work for somebody else. But I did want to, Darlene, if you're still on, could I have permission to tell people about how powerful mindset is in regard to your life saving? Would that be okay? Obviously, I can't tell your story, but I can tell what I know of your story. But I would like your permission before I do that, of course, because I don't want to talk about you if you don't want me to talk about you. Oh, yes, I can. Thank you. Now, Darlene Redmond's on the page, and I'd like you all to give her a shout out because Darlene couldn't swim, never swam, didn't know how to swim, nothing. Please add to this, Darlene, and correct me, please, if I'm wrong. But from the conversations we've had, now Darlene decided she would really like to challenge herself. And so she
Oh, I didn't put that.
Learned to swim, went to swimming lessons, did swimming lessons, went to swimming lessons, really wanted to challenge herself, and is now one of the best surf lifesavers on Tweed, Coolangatta.
Whoa. Woo! Round of
Now,
applause.
how's that for changing your life and changing your mindset? This comes from Darlene not knowing how to swim to going to being a lifesaver in the ocean. Now, when I was training for the police force, I had to do my bronze medallion, but that was in a pool, and that was freaking hard enough because I didn't have waves crashing over me or, you know, being dragged out by rips or worrying about seaweed touching my feet or sharks or, you know, all the scary stuff that goes with the ocean. And Darlene just wham, made that decision and went for it. And I think there was a comment there about Darlene was told, you're not an artist, you can't be an artist. You should see her actually, if Darlene would like, I would like her to come on my Angelic Mystic Realm and bring her art, and let's get that going, because her art is freaking beautiful, and I actually want to learn from her. She's amazing, an amazing woman, an amazing nurse. Doesn't nurse anymore, made the decision. She wanted out as well, and now she's just, whoa, off with the, you know, that's magical mindset right there. So you can learn a lot from Darlene, and Darlene does have a business. So I'm just going to turn the fan on. So I'll let you talk for a minute, Kay, because I'm hot.
Getting a bit hot there, darling.
Yes. Oh, thanks, Lauren.
While we're waiting, while Jeanette's gone and done her thing, I want to show you some of the artwork that I do. So when I do readings, one-on-one readings with people, I work with colour and I work with essential oils. Now, this is something that I sat and drew last night when I was on a Zoom call with a group of people who were having a spiritual conversation. I find it really hard to sit still. So I actually worked on this during the time that I was with them. So anyone who's interested in getting your own colour reading and an essential oil reading to activate your courage, this is what I do on a one-to-one. This is just an example, and what you do is I take your photo, I send it to you, and I post it off as well, and you'll get some affirmations, some essential oil suggestions, and you'll get your own piece of artwork to help anchor everything in. So
Well,
there you go. That's what I do.
And that's beautiful. And just for anyone who's waiting for Janette to tell you her big story on how amazing she is at art, when I draw stick men, they look like they're deranged. So we're not having a happy mindset story with Janette. We're not going to do that. But Darlene, I do hope you write your story. And Darlene now teaches women. Darlene does online courses. And Darlene, I'd love you to come on my Angelic Mystic Realm and come live with me, and let's do that so that you can show people, and let's get you some more people to teach, because art just makes people happy. Creating makes people happy. And you can tell your story. You can even tell your story in art. Wouldn't you agree? In paintings, in drawings, in anything that you do. And that's what I teach in my Total Reset Challenge. It's changing that mindset, because us women always put ourselves last. We do. We put everything else first. Our children, if you've got children, animals, friends, partners, workplaces, because women have always had to work harder to get where they want to be. And that's a fact. That's not it's not a conspiracy. It's true. Tara, your art is singing. Yeah, well, hey, we don't want Janette to sing. My singing has been likened to a cat scratching its claws down a blackboard while you're trying to pull it. So Janette won't be singing or drawing, but I will pull cards for you. So who would like a card?
Yeah, let's get this show on the road.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do right now, before we start cards, guys, I'm going to call in some joy and lift everybody up, which I feel as though everyone's in a good place, but I'm going to bring it up a little bit more. So this is only going to take a second. And I'm going to invite Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Uriel in. And I ask them to come in to each and every one of us, giving a clear sensation and sign that they are with us, so that we can feel our energy shift, so that we can feel our joy rise. Close your eyes, take a nice deep, slow breath. And you should be able to feel them coming into your room. Now, that can mean you can feel sensations, you can feel the temperature change in the room, you may feel someone touching you, and you just may have a sense, a knowing that someone is there with you. You are very safe, because I always call Archangel Michael in to be our gatekeeper, to keep out any lower energies. So wherever you're with me or Kay, no lower energies. And when I say lower energies, I'm talking about the collective consciousness of the world, because there's a lot of anger and fear at the moment. We keep all of that out. So we're able to open and get our readings with love, kindness, joy, and truth. So, okay.
I'm just going to raise the joy.
Oh, yes.
So
I love it.
Those of you who pick up on things energetically, I'm giving you a moment to work out where we're going next. So here is the beautiful aroma of joy that I'm from my heart to your heart, from Gary Young's heart, who created this gorgeous blend, because Gary Young's mission was to get essential oils into the home of everyone around the planet. And I love being on that journey with Gary, and joy is our signature oil tonight.
Okay, can you please click on Sally Lee for me, please? Hi, Sally. I feel straight away that there's some tension around you. I feel as though there's, I almost want to say pissed off tension, frustration. It doesn't feel like anger per se, but just tense, frustration. So can you let me know if I'm tuning into you okay, please? I'd like to make sure I've tuned in okay. And just a reminder, guys, if you say you want a card and we bring your name up, we do expect that you're here on the page, so you can acknowledge that you're here, that I've tuned into your energy, that you're feeling right at the moment or have been recently. Sally Lee. Thank you, Sally Lee. And it's not because I want to control what you do with your evening. It's because it's respectful to everybody else who sat here and waited. Okay, so Sally Lee. So straight away, I'm being shown your root chakra right the way through to your crown chakra. So you're out of whack. You're totally out of balance. Your energies are all off. So with your permission, I would like to fix that in a moment for you when Kay takes over. Now, I'm going to do some very quick work. It will be just quick work, but it will reshuffle things back in for you. So you may feel a lot of emotion come up, feel like crying. Please release that and drink extra water if you can. Obviously, you know, if you're diabetic or anything, you know what your limits are. But I really want to work on those for you. Sally Lee just got pissed off about 10 minutes ago. Perfect. So I tuned in beautifully. Now, I'm being told that you have a lot of wisdom that you're not sharing. You need to start sharing your wisdom, because people need to hear what you have to say, Sally Lee. You need to start speaking out and start educating people. And I feel as though you know exactly what I'm talking about with that. You have good fortune on the way. You've got the good fortune card. So things are going to flip very quickly for you. I feel as though within 3 weeks, I know that sounds like a long time away, but look, I'm talking so fast because your guardians are here trying to get information to me. Let me just slow down for a moment. You have very good fortune coming in, and within 3 weeks, everything's going to flip. So you are going to be able to look back on this night and go, oh my God, I can't believe so much has changed in that time. And that time is going to fly by, because even look at how quick everything's happening in our world at the moment. We're nearly in October. So 3 weeks is just literally a blink of an eye. I'm getting goosebumps and I've got all this joy that's just pushing up out of me. And that's for you, Sally Lee. Because I feel into what people, and I've got so much emotion that's trying to come out of my eyes at the moment. So there is a lot of releasement there, and I feel as though there's a past relationship there that needs to be purged. It needs to come up because it's suffocating you. It's like I'm having trouble breathing. It really knocked you for a 6, whatever happened, and I feel like that hasn't been released yet. So that's going to come up when I shift you in a minute. And you're being asked to trust in the universe. You're being asked to sit and write everything in the future that you want, not what you don't want, what you want. Make your list as zany and crazy as you want. And then give it to the universe. Say, there you go, Creator. This is what I want in my life. Can you help me to make it happen, please? I hope that helps, darling. I'm going to pass you over to Kay, and while you're listening for Kay, I'm actually quickly going to do some balancing for you. So you may feel me doing that. Don't freak out, and you may not. It doesn't matter. Some people do, some people don't, but I just want to warn you in case you do, you go, oh, what the hell? That's me. All right, over to you, Kay.
Beautiful. Okay, so I went with my rock and crystal cards for you, and selenite has come up. It's a purifier, a cleansifier, a clearer, and an amplifier. So a beautiful stone for you to use. It says it's about the I am consciousness. And I feel like, Janette, I wanted to rush everything. I think you just need to slow down. Slow down, take a breath. This one's going to help you with positivity if you've got any selenite. And the oil that I would recommend is orange, because that's going to give you the courage, the confidence. It's also a really good oil to help you just to free that tension and to step into a state of joy. So there you are, Sally Lee.
Sally Lee, that would be why I started going blah, 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 and had to slow myself down. So I have to say, it's okay to step back, because from a mental health point of view and all the mental health work I've done over my 20 plus years, sometimes you have to step back. You have to, because otherwise it starts to affect your mental health. Am I telling you to cut him away? Hell no. But you have to look after you. And I feel as though that's being compromised at the moment, and that's not fair. So I hope that helps. Thank you, Kay.
Nice.
Okay, let me just clear that. I've done the work, Sally, so you may start feeling quite emotional, more so. Now, who else would like a card? Gosh, I feel like we never have enough time. Who else? I'm just going to go back through, guys, see who I'm drawn to.
And Jess, I see you've got your orange and your lavender on and you're loving it. Sarah Millie, you are using your what, Angelica. It's always nice to see my young living people here who have connected with me.
Delphine Campbell, please.
Oh, I have to scroll back to find Delphine. Oh, here we are.
Delphine, straight away. Stress, gut issues, pain, feeling like shit. Remember, we real and raw. Definitely, yeah, look, I feel as though all this comes back to gut health. Definitely throat chakra, heart chakra as well. So I feel as though you've got some stuff that's been pushed down and it's starting to rise, which is, I feel as though you've been unwell, or you feel unwell, or it's sort of like, I feel like morning sickness unwell, if that makes sense, just constantly just feeling yuck. Can you let me know if I'm on the right track with you, please, Delphine? I like to know I'm on the right track, because obviously with so many people in the room, I've got to make sure I pinpoint where I'm tuning into. So if you could let me know, and that way I can continue forward. Oh,
my
spot
God,
on. Okay, thank you, Delphine. So I really want you to start expressing yourself and communicating. Stop letting people shut you down, because that's actually helping to make you feel unwell. Because when we squish stuff all the time, and I also feel between the ages of 3 and 9, you had a lot go on, and that's where all of this stemmed from. All of this that's just been purged and pushed down and pushed down and pushed down for years. So it's starting to get ready to erupt. And your heart chakra, you're very compassionate. And when you are in a good place, you're in harmony with Mother Earth. But right now, again, you're out of whack as well. And we need to really work on that. And I feel as though you've kind of shut down heart-wise. You know, you're just so tired, and just so tired of not having what you put out reciprocated, that you're closing down, and that's causing the unwellness. So what I want you to do is I want you to start journaling. I want you to start going for walks. I want you to start turning all media off. You know, like make it so that you don't go on Facebook for 24 hours. Give yourself a break. I'm not saying you go on Facebook. I'm just using that as an example, because you need to turn off to allow yourself to heal. And that's really, really important for you. I really want you to get a really good prebiotic and probiotic for your gut health, because once you start working on your gut health, you're going to really, really, really pick up. So you work in aged care, so you're also picking up on all of that energy, and there's a lot going on in that area at the moment. But you really need to speak up. Now, that's come up with your throat chakra. So you need to speak up. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid, because I feel as though you have always been afraid in some form, and that's why people treat you like they do. So stand up, speak out, and even if your voice shakes, speak up. Don't be bullied anymore. No more bullying. It's time to speak up, my darling. It's really time to, and work on your gut health, and that will start helping you feel better. It really will. If you want to know a really good gut health stuff that I take myself, and I research everything, trust me, to the death, because so many people add chemicals and crap. PM me at Angelic Mystic Realm. I'll get Kay to type that in, because I can't type on here. Angelic Mystic with a Z realm. So PM me and just say, hey, Janette, you said to ask you about gut health. And I hope that, but make them listen. There are ways to do that, you know, like make them listen. Do everything via email. There's your paper trail. Be very clear in your emails, that kind of thing. And stop allowing people to walk all over you. And I know that's easier said than done. And that's why I started my Total Reset challenges, because so many women were right where you are now. So, it's really time to speak up, my darling. Find your truth. I hope that helps. Over to you, Kay.
Excellent. So I 2 oils that I thought for you, and one is peppermint, because that is a good one for calming the digestion down. A great one to put a drop in your glass of water, put a little bit of honey, stir it around, have a drink. You know, people have peppermints for, settling their tummy. And I was also thinking about Valor. I love this one. This is the one that gives you strength, courage. It helps you to detach from the reactions from other people. So this one comes in a bottle, but this is a roll-on as well. Beautiful one. And Gary made this to help us feel calm and strong, and to take us out of that the flight and fight, the overwhelm mode. So, and I'll quickly pull you a card. Love peppermint. Caps lock on. I'm not yelling. So Sarah loves peppermint and Bella. Absolutely. Like, life isn't worth living unless you've got gorgeous oils, if you ask me. So blue calcite is the stone for you, and that's all around communication, And I feel like it's communicating softly with yourself and not worrying about what other people think. And the companion oil suggested here is cinnamon bark, lavender, Roman chamomile, and spruce. And it's going to help you gather your mind, your body, and your spirit to take action on those important things that you want to do. And it nurtures the soul. Yes, calming, balancing, and nurturing the soul. Blue calcite.
Beautiful. I love, I've got so many crystals here. It's unbelievable. When it was my granddaughter, and a lot of you will know Taylor because she comes on and does lives with me on Angelic Mystic Realm. For her birthday, I took her and let her go crazy in this massive crystal warehouse. And they have proper crystals, not just tumblestones. And oh my gosh, this kid, she is amazing. And she got herself so many crystals. And yeah, she works with me and she's learning all about them and tuning in, and she's just incredible. Kids are incredible. I just wanted to, I'm not going to get into it because this is not the time, the place, or the platform, but all of those who are struggling, and I know why you're struggling, those that work in aged care, etc., what you need to do is go, there are plenty of pages on Facebook. There's a lot of Aussie pages that are helping, and there's also Know Your Rights group, and there's also AFL lawyers who can help you with letters, with ways of doing things. So just to let you know. I want to bring up Oni Girish. I hope that's right.
And I just want to have a little bit of a plug for any teachers who are feeling, or anyone in the education system, send me a PM and I can send you a Telegram link of teachers who are getting together around their concerns. And this is not the forum for that discussion, but I feel led to let people know. I'm just looking for Oni. I know I saw her. Here she
and
is
I
back.
think we do need to talk about it. Like, we're not going to get into it here, but you know, we're so frightened of talking. Like, if you guys want to talk, I'm happy to put together a group so that we can voice, we can talk, we can. It doesn't even have to be a group because Facebook will shut that down. But you know, we can get together and we can do lives like this, so we can all talk to each other and support each other. And you know, it's absolutely happy to do that because, you know, we should be allowed to speak up and out, and I'm damned if I'll be shut up. I'm always in trouble. I'm always threatening to get down, but oh well. Raw and real.
You're a good troublemaker, though.
Now, is Oni still here? Oni, are you still here? Let me know. Yeah, well, we can certainly set that up, Sarah Millie.
Send us if I got my email, send me an email if you would like some of that happening. I had no choice but to have the vaccine to keep their job.
No, see, that's wrong, Delphine. I'm not going to go into that now, but I disagree with that. I'm sorry, but I do. I disagree with that 100%.
Yeah.
No judgment. Just saying. So many people think that, and that's why we're in the trouble. Hey, Oni, how are you, my love? Okay, Oni, let me tell you. Let me see if I'm tuning into you okay. Going very fast again, so I feel as though I'm very busy person, and I feel as though you really need to find some more pleasure. I feel as though you're a happy person, but I feel as though you're really looking for something for pleasure at the moment, really wanting to tap into that, really needing to find a sense of self again. I feel as though it's almost like you've lost your creativity. Am I on the right path with you? Let me know, Oni, please. Love, thy will be done. I can no longer hide. I can no longer run. No longer can I resist this guiding light that gives me the power to keep fight. Okay, Miss Oni, perfect. Thank you for that. Okay, it's time for you to start knowing that it's time for you to allow yourself to feel safe. That's the key. And I feel as though sometimes you're frightened to let your guard down. Does that make sense to you? It's almost like you've got walls up, and that's a protective factor. That's not a judgment. Jump right in. Is everyone still okay after me singing? Yeah, I feel as though that's really, really important. And it's time to release. It's time to let go of everything that's no longer working for you, because holding on to things does nothing but dampen the spirit. That's what I'm being told to tell you. It will dampen the spirit. So it's time to surrender, cut ties, let go. If it's not working, let it go. Stop trying to drag things out in your life. And it's time to really start focusing on everything that you have at the moment that you can be grateful for. So rather than seeing the doom and gloom of life per se, start looking only for the good. Leave the rest, leave the media, leave all of that to do its thing. Really tune into everything that you have to be grateful for. And you can start small. It can be as simple as, I'm grateful that I have air in my lungs. I'm grateful that, etc., etc., etc. Now, there is someone around you, though, that you need to be wary of. It's almost like, the best picture I'm getting, it's sort of like they keep reeling you back in, like you'll start to move forward fearlessly and you'll be doing well. And then this person will come in and they kind of reel you back in. So then you're back to square one. You have to start all over again. They play mind games with you. So the first person that comes to mind for you, that's the person. So be aware that some people are not as they appear to be. But there is good news, because you are about to go through a total rebirth, a transformation, transmutation of everything in your life, friends, family, foe, all of it. So really start concentrating on everything you've got to be grateful for, and things will start turning quickly for you. I hope that helps. Over to you, Kay.
Hey, beautiful. And a big love heart hello to Jason. He's saying hello. And Jason, we haven't got back together again to have that conversation. So
don't say things like that on the internet. You'll start rumours getting back together. Come on. We're raw and real here, guys.
Yeah, get raw and get real. So lovely, Oni, yes, Oni, surrender. So let's surrender to whatever's happening that's overloading you, and gratitude. Oh, hang on, you have to go backwards on these. Gratitude oil. So 2 oils that would be supportive for you, if I can work out how to show you. Surrender and gratitude, which is going to help you really open up your heart. Maybe there's something that's been in the way that's kind of not stopped you from being grateful, but maybe losing a little bit of trust around gratitude and wondering why things are happening. So get back to that really powerful inner sense, and surrender and be grateful, and things are going to work out, as Nettie said.
Yes, absolutely. I just want to acknowledge, I don't want to discuss it now, but Sarah Millie, in regard to your comment about certain people getting privacy and rights and others not, yeah, we definitely need a group. So anyone who wants to come and get into a live together, it's not a bitch session. Let's make that clear. It is a let's express how we're feeling. What can we do to move forward? How can we support ourselves in this? And that way people can voice how they're feeling, because the best thing you can do in life is to get fear out of your life, because fear makes us sick. Fear makes us controllable. Fear makes us, stay within boundaries that should never have been put there in the first place. So I love that idea. But we will make it so that it's not a gossip, bitch, horrible, it's a let's talk about facts, let's support each other. What can we do to help each other? Which I know we will, because we get such a good group in here. Okay. I've got a headache. Someone in here's got, I feel tension to the point of wanting to vomit, blood pressure, Really stressed, like I mean really stressed. I'm not talking just the stress. I'm going to see if I can pick up on who that is. Like migraine stress. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Try Rosie A. Miller for me, please. Right up toward the top, Kay, Rosie A. Miller. Rosie, are you still here?
I'm scrolling.
She's right up the top. I've got Darlene, thank you, did it in 6 months. Tara, Heidi, and then Rosie Miller. She may not still be in here.
Card. Rosie, are you still here? There was a comment.
Yes. Rosie, how's your stress level at the moment? Is it like past normal stress, like to the point where I feel like I'm going to vomit with pain? Just let me know if I've tuned in, if you're the right person that I'm getting that for. It doesn't matter, I'll still do a card for you. I just want to know if it's you, because I got guided toward you, Rosie.
She said hi.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what we can do to alleviate some of that for you. Okay, so straight away, yeah, I thought it was you. All right, okay. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of, and look, I know, guys, this could be general, and I'm only pulling a card. So, no, it's not about the headache, Rosie. It's more the stress going on within that's giving me the migraine. That's me picking up on your energy. I should have clarified that, sorry. I feel as though there's a lot of stress, financial stress, but it's like I feel as though you are really fearful. There's a lot of fear rising up within you. And I feel as though you're feeling like you've not got the support you need right now. That's kind of the feeling I get, like you either can't have the support around you or you don't have the support around you, which is causing so much stress. I feel as though money's very much involved in that. And yes, that could go collectively for all of us, especially with what's happening on at the moment. But at the moment, that's coming from Rosie to me. I thought I'd picked up on you well, because it's time for some healing to happen for you. So I'm going to send Archangels Michael and Archangel Raphael in to do some of that in a moment. So I need your permission to allow that, because it's time, because we need see this bubble here. People think that that's energy going in. It's not. It's being released. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take some of that pressure off, because when we're under so much pressure, it affects our heart in the fact that it sends our blood pressure up, our stress levels, our dopamine, everything, our response times, our sympathetic, parasympathetic, everything. It sends it all crazy. And then simple little things in life we struggle with, when normally we just go, oh, can't be bothered with that. Whereas now it becomes a major issue when it really isn't. So, what is it? A molehill becomes a mountain, or is it the other way around? Mountain becomes a mole, whatever. It becomes too big anyway. So I'm going to do that when Kay, I'm going to do some healing work on you when Kay takes over. But you do have support. You're being asked to call in angels to help support you, and I'm going to send some in as well. But the Remember Who You Are card came in, because I feel as though, Rosie, you've forgotten who you are, the powerful, creative, beautiful, wonderful, strong, passionate person you are. And I feel as though when I say this, automatically your heart responds to that, but your mind says, bullshit, That's not who I am. But your heart and your soul know that I'm speaking the truth. And I feel as though you've been squashed down by others so much. You have forgotten you. You have forgotten the blessing you are. And I really feel as though you need support around that. And I would like to, offer that to you when Kay's talking so that we can get that going. And it's time for you to start being truthful, mostly with yourself. So I think that things are happening in your life because you're not sure how to deal with them or how to get out of it or how to move forward fearlessly. So let's at least, obviously, I can't fix you. I can't fix anyone, but I can start you with the tools to start fixing you. So over to you, Kay. I hope that helps, Rosie. So much love.
Okay, just to help with the de-stressing, this blend is absolutely fabulous. It's light and airy. It's got lime in it. It's quite a floral. It's got vanilla, copaiba, and it also has ocotea. So it's quite a sweet and beautiful. It just brings this. I feel like you need to breathe and let go with your breath. The other thing that occurred to me was progescence. If you are going up and down with your monthly cycles and you're having some issues with this can help bring in the calm factor. I discovered when I started using this every night before I go to bed that I just felt like I could cope with life. It was like nothing kind of rocked my boat. So this one is a really good one for happy hormones. Very nice oil for women. Um, And yeah, I just think that get back to that gentle self-nurturing, that sense of that completeness within yourself. So we've got about 3 minutes left. I thought I'd better just bring that into and so I think I'm just going to say try to win. But all right. So there's some people who we haven't got to chat with tonight. So I haven't talked to Janette. I know Janette's on what is it, 8:30 on spiritual
Days.
Saturday night, 8:30. I don't know whether we're doing anything Sunday night, but look, come and follow us. Come and join our tribe. A lot of people here are our regulars. Really want to thank you all for being here. What else was I going to say? Friend request us. Come and find us. Join my oil group. I've got all the connections there. Email us. Friend request us if you want to join this group. We've just sowed the seed of planted a seed tonight. Look, you never know when you're around Janette what your next port of call is going to be. So, we're here as changers, but we can't do that unless there's other people who want to join this journey with us. So, do you know when your next reset thing is happening, Janette?
Yes. So my next Total Reset Challenge starts on the 4th of October at 8 p.m. It doesn't matter if you can't attend live because it's all recorded. And I'm in and out of the private group the whole 6 weeks. We do lots of fun stuff. It is a paid course. People pay for my time and my content. Now, it isn't just about resetting your life. We have a lot of fun in there. I have guest speakers. We have giveaways. I do readings for people. And honestly, you start the 6 weeks as this person, and at the end of the 6 weeks, you are a totally different person. And it is... Yeah, it's fun. Well, it is. You go through a transformation and it's all about you. And I've actually got quite a few interested, but I have to say I don't just accept anyone. I only accept people that are prepared to do the work. So I've had people come into the challenges before, not put in any effort, continue to whinge about the same thing but expecting a different result. So I actually remove them and refund their money. And that might sound harsh, but what's the point of paying for something and coming in and wanting to do a challenge and not wanting to do it. That doesn't make sense to me. So I do make you accountable. I do. And I give you homework to do. And people love it. Yeah, no, it's good. And, you've got a whole week to do it. And people say, oh, my God, I had no idea this was happening with me, or that, or it's amazing. So if you're interested in the Total Reset Challenge, it starts on the 4th of October. I've actually got mail.
Jason's asking for a link, but maybe you'll have you're Nettie's friend. You haven't got a link you can send us.
People just come to my Angelic Mystic Realm page and PM me. So you're the second male who wants to do it, Jace. And I never have had males before, so I'm excited. But it's really, really, really great. So if you want to change your life, come along, and you never know. Kay might have a night in there with me doing fun stuff like this, because she's going to be there doing it as well. Come along. And I hope you all enjoyed your
giveaways.
Yeah, perfect. And I hope that you all enjoyed. And when I say giveaways, guys, I'm talking full decks, readings, magic boxes, lots of stuff. So you definitely get your money's worth. Well, I'm always out of pocket, but I charge because it's my time that you're paying for. I make it affordable, and it's fun, and that's what we all need at the moment. And so, yeah, come on. And I just want to say thank you to Kay. I have such fun when I'm on here with you. Thank you for everyone that has come in. Thank you for those that watched the replay. And I do hope you enjoyed your readings tonight. I'm sorry I can't get to more people. And thank you.
And thank you from my heart to your heart, to everyone else's hearts. I'm going to ring my beautiful chime and my beautiful bells, my beautiful chimes. Thank you, everybody. Go forth and prosper and step into your courage. Looking forward to those friend requests, connecting with us. Come and follow us, and you never know where we might pop up. That's the way I'm feeling about things at the moment. Cheerio.
Bye, love you all. Mwah.
Oh, yeah, yank you.